Hello, my most amazing artists. Today we are going to do a directed drawing of a turkey, and we're going to keep it pretty simple, but we will start with our oil pastels. We're not going to draw with a pencil or a Sharpie, and some of these color choices are going to be your choice to make. So, I need everybody to get a red oil pastel to start, and I'm going to give everybody a second to grab that. We're going to watch the video first, and then we'll go to our seats, and I'll slow the video down, and after you've watched it one time, you'll go to your seats and draw with me. So, everyone should have a red oil pastel. We are going to put our finger kind of in the middle of our paper and come down just a little bit. And we are going to draw a circle right there. Okay, don't make it too little, because if you make it too little, it will be hard to add all this detail. Okay, once you add your circle, you are going to draw a line like this. It kind of looks like a little mushroom or an eye, the letter lowercase I. And the next thing we're going to do is get a yellow or an orange, and we are going to draw a triangle that points down. That is going to be our turkey's beak. Okay, turkeys have pretty long beaks. So you do a triangle that points down, and you are going to color it in. Okay, you can put your yellow or orange up. We don't need it right now. The next thing you're going to do is get a blue. You can get light blue or dark blue. And I'm going to draw two big circles and color that in. Okay, this is where his eyes are going to be. If you see the picture that I have posted of a turkey, their head and neck area are red, and then they have a lot of blue on their face. Okay, so I've got the two circles colored in blue, and then I'm going to put two little black dots there. So get a black, and you're going to add his little pupils. Okay, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to get a brown. We're going to color this stuff in, but I'm going to just do the drawing first. So let's get all of our lines drawn, and then we'll color in. So right here where this line meets the circle, we're going to do a curved line that just goes down to the bottom of the paper on both sides. Okay, that's going to be part of the turkey's body. And in a minute, we are going to color it in, but we're not going to color it in yet. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is right here above the turkey's head, we're going to draw a black line that's almost like a rainbow. Have you ever seen a black rainbow? That's crazy. But anyway, we're just using an arcing line. You can make it kind of thick. Uh-oh. Okay, so a thick line of black. All right, and I'll fix it in a minute. And then we're going to skip a little bit of white space, and we're going to add one more thick line of black. Okay, so this is pretty much our directed drawing. What we'll do next is we'll color in the red, we'll color in the brown, and then in these two spaces, we are going to add stripes of color. Okay, so I want to be sure that you have the directed drawing part down pat. You should have a red circle with a little red oval underneath it, or like almost like a little red rectangle with a rounded end. Then you have your brown that comes from the bottom of the head down to the bottom of the paper. Then you're going to have a black thick line. Press down hard with your oil pastel so that it goes really thick. That's important, because in a minute we're going to pull our color out, and you'll need that. Okay, so thick line. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then you're going to have another black line. It can be thick, thin, however you want, but press down hard. Okay, and then you're going to start coloring things in. So now, I'm just going to put this on a time lapse to make it go fast. But I'm going to color in the brown of the body. I'm going to color in the red of the neck and head. So I'm going to speed this up, and you'll see what I do next. Okay, I've colored in the body. I've colored in the head and neck. Now, I'm just going to add stripes of different colors. You want your stripes to be sort of thick. Okay, so I wouldn't want to do this and then add a different color. I want to make it thick. That means I'm going to draw my stripe, but then I'm going to color it in just a little bit to make it thicker. So I'm just using this kind of golden yellow color, and you can choose whatever colors you want. You can use blue, green, any color of the rainbow. You can do fall colors. You are the artist, so you decide. So I'm going to speed this up now, but you're going to add stripes all the way to the black line. Then you're going to add 2 or 3 stripes in here, and then I want you to add at least 2 more stripes above the black line. So I'm going to speed it up, and you'll see how I do this. But be sure that you add lots of colorful stripes. If you don't finish this today, that's okay. We should have some time next week to finish. Just get as much done. You may choose any colors you want, and you just fill up those white spaces with stripes. As many will fit. Don't forget to add the 2 stripes on the top of the last black line. So now we are going to add some texture. So we are going to add just some little U-shaped, or they're not even really U's. They're more like just like little curved lines into the brown part of our turkey's body. And that's going to kind of give it a texture to kind of look like some feathers. You could also add white mixed in with the black. That will look really good. And just put them on there randomly. All right, and then we're going to take the black, and between the brown body and this first black line, we are going to add some lines going around. Okay, so just like that. And then, a fun part, you're going to get a Q-tip, and from that black line, you're going to pull the color out. Okay? You can add more of these if you want. You can add as many stripes as you want. You're just going to use a Q-tip. Don't forget to do the top part above his head. And it kind of pulls that black line out, and it pulls the black through the colors. And that just really adds detail. It adds texture. Again, you can do as many as you want. I didn't do as many here as I did here, but that's going to be awesome. Next week, we're going to cut these out and we're going to glue them to a background, and I'll talk more about that next week. Be sure that when you're finished, you organize your oil pastels so you can see that like the yellows are here, the pinks are here, purple, blue, green, red, and orange. Browns, blacks, and whites are in the middle, grays. So organize those. Then you will need a baby wipe for your hands. If you have any papers that peeled off, that's fine. Just throw them away. And then your Q-tip will need to be thrown away at the end of class. The green table will come and pick up your turkey. And if you sit at yellow, red, orange, or blue table, your only job is to throw away things that need to be thrown away, organize your oil pastel, and then put your heads down and get ready for me to call you for Skittles. Have fun!